You just got your DJI Osmo Pocket 3, or maybe you've had it for a little while and you've been using those auto settings, and now you're ready to dive into those manual settings. You really want to start learning how to edit and color grade and take your filming to the next level. One of the first questions you need to ask yourself, are you going to shoot at 24, 25, or 30? For exposure, are you going to be at 1/50 for 24 or 25, or 1/60 for 30? Next, you got to figure out your ISO. But you start to notice that now you're starting to get overexposed and you really don't know what to do. That's where these are going to come into play. These are neutral density filters that are going to allow you to film at the frame rate that you would like to. Hey, what's going on? Hope you're doing all right. My name's Matt. This is Dwyer.Creatives, and today I just want to go over these. Now, these are neutral density filters, and for me, I own two different brands for my Pocket 3, and I own a bunch of different ones depending on what camera lenses I'm using. I've been getting this question a lot on a few different social medias because I guess recently with the Black Friday sale, Costco ran a huge sale on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. You could get the camera and a few extra accessories for like $400, and that's down from their higher price, right? If you've been playing around with it, the auto settings on this camera are pretty good. But if you really want to elevate what you're creating, you're going to have to get into editing, color grading, and everything that goes with that. And part of that is going to be working with D-Log. Now, with this DJI Osmo Pocket 3, the issue comes into you have a fixed f-stop, and your frame rate's relatively going to be set. And then the ISO is really the only thing left that you can adjust. And if it's super bright out, or if you're working indoors with a lot of bright lighting, you're going to get a lot of overexposed footage. So how do you get around that? As you already know, because I told you, you're going to need a good set of ND filters. And I'm just going to go through the ones that I've been using just to give you an example and why you would want to use it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run through both of these and sample clips of me with this setup. I have a K&F Concepts and then a PolarPro. My current setup that I'm using to film this right now is I'm shooting at 4K 24. It is 1/50. The aperture is obviously set, and then my ISO is about 400. No, with my light, that puts me about at -1. As I said, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go through each of my NDs with this one. Same thing for this, to give you an example of what it would look like, just so that you have that as reference. So let's get started and pull this first ND off. Now, this is what it is like without that ND filter on it. And obviously everything is completely overexposed. This one's gonna be the first one with K&F Concepts, and it's gonna be at ND 16. We are back to the one that I originally started with. This is gonna be ND 32. Now we're gonna start to get darker. This is gonna be neutral density 64. And this is going to be the darkest one in that set that I have. This is going to be ND 256. Now, this is going to be the first one by PolarPro. This is an ND of 8. This is going to be an ND of 32. This one's going to be an ND of 128. So there you go. Those are just the example footage of me going through each one of those neutral densities, both for the K&F Concepts and then the PolarPro. Now, I would like to mention that I do have affiliate links for some of this down below. If you do use them, there is no extra cost for you, but they do help support the channel. And for me, I'm putting all of that straight back into the channel. Now, if you have any further questions or comments about this, let me know down in the comment section. And I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. Hopefully this helped you out and allow you to kind of see how these neutral density filters work. I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.